and angry. Not excited for this. Seen this episode already. Yep, and I'm just angry. All right, let's bring in the Ice Space Racer, and as usual, Melvin Sherman. Love your off-topic discussions, but I don't know if we'll ever cover them. I'm being perfectly honest. Anyway, without much difficulty, let's bring in Valerian, shall we? Oh, we.
It's a perfectly cromulent word.
What was that?
It's a perfectly cromulent word.
If you say so. So we moved from drama dragon to whatever that was. Fair enough. Okay. Let's see. I honestly kind of forgot it. No! You didn't love this episode. This episode got a decidedly mixed review from Daniel Green.
Yeah, I need to watch this stuff. I haven't watched Preston Jacobs' review of it either.
I haven't seen Preston Jacobs' review of episode 7. I've seen his episode 6 review, but not his episode 7 review.
Now let me set up the theater really quick.
So I don't know if he actually made a review of it or not yet. But yeah, the Daniel Green review was decidedly mixed. Very interesting.
Yeah, I may have to.
Yeah, it's interesting when people who don't have the narrative of hating on the show, it's total raw. Seeing how they react to it is always sort of interesting.
Yeah, I just hate this show. And I don't know why any book reader would like it, honestly.
I don't think anyone on my feed actually loves the show, though. Some people are just sort of, some of the people are like, and other people are just, blah. This group is the blah category.
Yes. Yes, indeed. Alrighty, I just put the link to the theater in the Stream Team chat. And if you have questions, just feel free to ask.
What the bleep is going on?
I don't know. It's a blank screen.
That's just my general. That's my general question in most cases.
Okay. All right, let me test something. Okay, we'll do the previously on while you get into.
You swear to honor and obey swamps.
No woman is cut off from the one power. Her body no longer feels like her own.
That's not how it works.
Let me give you the gift of a dream.
Where is she?
Ishamiel has her.
Nothing exists outside the cell for you, Gwen.
If you want to rescue your friend, we have to work out how to open this.
It
I
needs
need to actually watch this thing, don't I?
won't be broken. My name is Avienda.
We need to go now.
Baron Ibarra, do you like to dance?
Giotto is the Isle way. You saved my life.
So, where will we go now?
Farm. What? A shop. Piers are going to farm. So we go.
No, you killed Rand. I saw it.
I'm sorry. I can't let you leave.
The Eminent seat is here.
Oh no, that sounded like, what's his name? Jon Snow. Jon Snow came back.
Indeed.
Maybe they're from the same region of England or something.
Perhaps.
Crowd cheering, bells ringing. Thank you.
You liking them?
Let's have an affair.
Yeah, they don't have a relationship in the books. They were just lonely young women who didn't really have any place to vent their puberty needs.
Okay, so they were kind of bored and figured, hey, nothing better to do.
I wouldn't say that they were bored. I would just say that they were lonely and under an extreme amount of pressure.
Oh, okay. Well, I gotta get this off somehow. There's no chaps around. Well, hey. Something along those lines. Well, it's the most memorable line in the entire series.
Feel it. You don't, it's not a him. Interesting.
Ouch. Okay, that's the narrative I kind of remember.
Okay.
Is this still 20 years ago?
Yep, this is indeed 20 years ago.
All right. Okay, right. The music. Oh, right. This isn't the weird Shawshank lady, is it?
No, it's the Amerlin. They just dress both in awful hairdos.
Okay, but they don't have the weird masks, so that's how I know it's not the Shawshank.
Uh-huh.
Hold on. She has a point. That'd be rather rude.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll have a
That's the most-
threesome.
I wish. Well, well, actually, you know what? No, I don't wish. Never mind. That was.
You don't want that. No.
Yeah, I don't want that. That would be that would be even worse than it already is.
Thankful for small favors.
Equally humble. She's a fishwife. You're a sheep herder. I hate you for using that line, especially in the context. Uh,
Here we go. Okay, there's the skinhead chap, or one of them.
yeah, he is kind of a skinhead. Yeah, skinhead chap. Yeah, yeah. I gotta remember Preston Jacobs. Yeah, he is. He said that the wheel. He up until the end, he said that season one of Wheel of Time was good, and then kind of when looking back at it, he said it was very weak. Very poorly.
I don't know. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Preston Jacobs has only read the one book.
And he didn't particularly like it, as far as I remember.
This is about it.
Yeah, as far as I remember, he was like, this isn't really saying anything in particular, so I don't really care. So it's just like, does it need to? Also, it's just like, what it says is that kingdoms are often ruled by morons.
Well, we knew that. You get that from Song of Ice and Fire too.
Yeah, as well as vaunting particular attributes like heroism, stoicism, standing up for what's right. Fairly straightforward stuff.
So basically, a more modern Tolkien.
Kind of, yeah. Where, as well as kind of talking about how it's doing the right thing is a little bit more complicated than it might assume to be.
Yeah, but anyway, it wasn't his thing, perhaps. Yeah, I don't know if he's a shill based on what I've read. Daniel Green. I don't know if he's if I'd call him a shill because he definitely does not like Amazon, the company. So I don't know. Oh. I have trouble remembering who people are.
Yeah, that's Elaine Tricand.
And that's either Egwene or Nynaeve.
It's Nynaeve. Nynaeve is the only one with the braid.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I never remember that.
And Egwene now has the pacifier in her mouth, which looks freaking ridiculous.
Yeah, well, Egwene got not mind controlled, controlled.
Magical ill control.
Yeah. Which is actually
no, she should know that immediately.
That's going to be the most memorable part of this season, probably the bit where the lady's controlling Egwene.
Yeah,
I was actually sort of engaged that time.
I'm doing okay. Oh, look, it's Cho Chang being a character who doesn't need to be here.
Sorry? Speaking of maps, it'd be kind of nice if they had one on the show.
Heed the crap foreshadowing.
What got foreshadowed? Sorry.
An Ogier map of the city, but the problem is
I don't remember or know what Ogier even means. I'm afraid.
You know the ridiculous looking chap?
Which one?
The guy with the giant yellow beard. Doesn't want them separated, proceeds to have one of them immediately separate. That's freaking stupid.
Oh, is Loyal Ogier?
Yeah, Loyal is an Ogier.
Okay. All right. So they're kind of like trolls, except not. And not evil either.
Yeah.
Ominous music. Lots of blue lighting still. Blue seems to be in these days. When you were in love with me. Ew. I miss child records.
That's not how it works. That's the one power.
Who's the water that turns the wheel itself?
Yeah, they're supposed to be. Well, it's so dumb because
Kill him. I say that seems rather unfair.
indeed. No, that's what he's meant to be. That's not what Swan in the books thought. That is Elida. That is Elida's. That is a very different character's position.
Well, it's easy to get confused.
Ugh.
Does he
Yeah,
actually-
yeah, you shouldn't be able to do that, even with the information that's been presented to us in the show. She is significant. She is significantly weaker than he is.
Has he actually done anything magic yet in the show?
He's done a few things. One of them was holding the power in the last episode. And apparently it was even stronger than a guy who handled 3 Aes Sedai on his own.
Okay.
And they were having trouble, and now just one does it. It's kind of nuts.
Oh, I see. Damane is like their slaves, and they're sold
Yeah.
on people who are controlling them.
Yeah.
Okay.
I still don't think that the lady playing Rena is that good of an actress.
Yeah. Oh, okay, that's. Yes, that thing does look quite the fashion statement.
That is not how it works. You see a light around the girl and you sense how powerful she is. You've already established this. You are stupid. What is this acting? From both of them.
So, what the bleeping blazes is going on anyway?
She's forcing her to use her magic, which
bother.
So that is an Ogier. That freaking abomination.
Okay, it's up with the blonde afro. Yeah.
Oh, great. They're finally making fun of him as he deserves to be made fun of.
Is that Loyal or someone else?
That is indeed Loyal.
Yeah, I remember liking him last season. His dialogue, anyway. The bit
Yeah,
where he Grand.
Have they even interacted at all in this show? No.
Who?
Nynaeve and Loyal have have never interacted.
Oh. Make sure they don't capture you. That would be annoying.
Ogier don't kneel to royalty. They don't have any of that. Also, Death Watch Guard are tasked only with protecting the Empress and her family and her representatives.
Well, it's easy enough to get confused.
I was like, what is wrong? Yes. Oh, yeah. They very briefly had one interaction.
Well, I'm sure it was very significant.
It was off screen.
Well, that's how significant it was. It was so significant we weren't allowed to see it. They had an affair. What am I even saying now? Don't mind me, I'm just talking raw.
Is it a sex thing or are you gonna murder me? That's freaking stupid.
So essentially, it's he's doing drugs.
Why would you do that? Why would you trust this person? Don't drink his stuff. Just run.
Yeah, he does seem kind of dodgy, doesn't he? Is that the Dark One, or is...
So that's the guy that they thought was the Dark One in season 1, but it's been revealed very lazily that he's actually a Shamael, not the Dark One.
Oh, okay. But anyway, he's the same chap.
Same chap, yeah.
Meanwhile,
in the deserts of the Sub-Sahara,
apparently,
the geography of this continent, question mark.
oh, I don't know. Plus, if I can figure it out.
Generally, coastlines do not look like this.
Is this a coastline? I don't see any water.
or it's supposed to be on the coastline,
Oh,
or at least there's also this bit is dumb because they don't get how honor and obligation works in the books.
yeah, that's the thing.
What is up with the stupid Wonder Woman ululation stuff?
Is that what that was? Wonder Woman.
No, it's basically it's a in the Snyder cut. It was ridiculous.
You've never seen the 70s show, probably.
No, actually, I've seen season 1.
Oh, good. You did see some of it. So you know the theme is they know the theme song.
Yeah, I do know the theme song, yeah.
It's a beloved adolescent memory.
Mm-hmm. Also, she has no toe.
No toe as in no thingies on her feet?
Toe as in THO. It's a word meaning obligation.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like, but
Oh.
no, you don't get toe from somebody getting stabbed in the back when you're both in a fight.
Dear me, this escalated fast, whatever that was.
Yeah, that's not how toe works. You only get toe if you did something bad.
Well, everyone's done something.
Just having somebody die does not equate. This is a stupid iteration of that concept that doesn't make any sense.
Is my chewing audible?
What?
Is my eating audible?
No, it's not. Don't worry.
Okay, good. Wasn't sure.
And he takes the incredibly suspicious cup and drinks it.
Of course he does. That's what
Ew.
that's the kind of thing Matt does in this show.
I hate this. This is so ridiculous.
Isn't Matt supposed to? Am I remembering correctly? Is Matt supposed to have some kind of redemption arc thing going on?
In the show, yes. In the books, he didn't need it.
In the books, he didn't need it because he was okay all along, right?
He just needed to be purged of a dagger that was affecting his mind. He needs to go through a character arc of becoming more competent, but all of the main characters have a pretty good moral compass at this point.
Okay, but they've kind of done something to him. What the?
Yeah, no. This is particularly hilarious because
Because
he gets hanged in the 4th book and resuscitated.
what about the 4th book being resuscitated?
He gets hanged and then resuscitated.
Yikes!
This is very much just throwing in Easter eggs from the book.
Yikes!
I hate this.
Yikes! That was rather dramatic.
Yeah. It was your plan. You planned to send him to the eye of the world. You planned this. You told Moraine to do it. You advised her to do it. You are an insanely awful person, Swan Sunshine. And this creates problems when you make it so that it's a specific talent. Also, when you don't explain it in the show and you leave it to your stupid and brain dead and lore expert to explain it on Twitter and not in the darn show.
Yeah, and I don't watch Twitter, read Twitter, whatever.
I just found the tweet because it came up in my feed, and I'm just like, wait. Are you kidding me, Sophie? Are you kidding me? Sarah Nakamura? Are you kidding me? The only way to prepare him is to let him channel because he's going to fight the Dark One and he needs to know how to use the one power. You're insane. They have no idea how evil they have made it.
So she doesn't, I gather she doesn't do any of this stuff in the books.
No, she lets him run loose.
Oh. Well, I mean, between letting him run loose and making him prisoners, it's a fine line.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, more like they're direct opposites and directly contradictory to each other.
Well, like I said, it's a fine line.
More like a gaping chasm the size of the Grand Canyon.
Well, it's all a matter of perspective.
And yours is an interesting one, which is why I keep bringing you on.
Look, so my purpose here is mainly to take the Mickey.
Indeed.
Everything.
Yes, which I also appreciate.
And everyone.
You bring a great deal of levity.
Oh, don't mention it. I couldn't possibly. My blushes. What the? Oh, right. That chap is a king, isn't he?
About to be prince consort to a queen.
Oh, wow. Still, that's rather disrespectful of him, though.
Yeah.
Oh, Landring's a red lodge who hates men, right? Oh, Matt.
Yeah,
oh.
they were. Yeah.
So our master, is that Ishamael?
Yep, / the Dark One.
Okay. I got something.
Mm-hmm.
What? No. No way.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a Goodyear tire? Oh, it's gone now. Yeah. That's a cheerful thought. Maybe a little bit like certain Eastern religions, where reincarnation is actually considered kind of a bad thing, and you want to stop reincarnating all the time. Okay, we're back to the skinhead wearing the leather jacket. If Spaced Oyster were here, he'd be calling him Randall. Yeah, Bland Al Simp. That's what he calls him.
Yeah, that's true. Because
He has a bunch of bizarre nicknames. No, you're not. Who the bleep is this lady?
That is Lanfear. That was pathetic.
Her costume is rather...
And now they have thoroughly ruined Rand because now he is responsible for secondhand murder. Thank you, show.
Are we doing a rainy snow?
What?
You know, a bunch of collateral damage and stuff going on.
Sorry, you were a little bit muffled. What was that?
Are we doing a rainy in terms of collateral damage and all that?
Well, it just shows that
Pardon me. Which farm? And why do you whisper all the time? Fair enough.
I love how they've...
Just like people screaming in the distance. I've forgotten who are Kareem and Steppen. Oh, I do remember the name Steppen, kind of.
He's the warder who committed suicide rather than go gay.
Oh, okay.
or be in a relationship with other Aes Sedai, with an Aes Sedai who has set threesomes with her warders.
I hate it when it happens. Like 3,000 years past and back to this.
Yep.
You know why if 3,000 years past you're still watching this?
Basically, the idea is that she was doing a lot of this in the Age of Legends, and then she got put to sleep for 3,000 years.
Well, you know, everyone needs a nap now and then. Oh, more blue. Cool. Rings of Power looks way better.
That is not how Jito works, you idiots.
Rings of Power have more green in it.
That is not. No. That is not how it works. No. Sawed off.
Who made you the expert on toe all of a sudden?
I read the books.
Oh,
These people
books.
did not.
Oh, the books. Well, la-di-da.
Indeed.
Oh, I should probably every now and then I should probably check the chat. See what was going on here. Triple apped at something, but I don't remember what. It was something a while ago, so it wasn't. Brain Prince says, "How are you doing?"
Yeah. I already responded to that. Yeah, that is true, Trip. Yeah.
Meanwhile, wherever this is. I assume Egwene gets free from this eventually.
Yeah.
I was so sure she was going to throw off the spell, too. Last time, like Johan and I were rooting for her to throw it off, but they actually let her take a fall, which good.
Yeah. It's kind of just really a matter of a lot of wasted time because they just take a one sentence mention in the book and then balloon it in it rather than being more economical with their time and actually developing Rand, Perrin, and Matt and Moraine as she should be developed. And it's just...
So Egwene being under Uha's control Renna's control is just one sentence?
Well, basically the idea is the entirety of the last episode was just one sentence mention of her wanting to use the pitcher to hit Renna, and then that just got ballooned to an entire episode.
Wouldn't it be a riot with the entire season? Or just corresponded to one chapter of the book? What, no?
Sorry, what?
I said, wouldn't it be alright if the entire season corresponded to one chapter of the book?
Then it might be actually good.
It'd be jolly long. Probably best not. Probably something evil. More blue. Oh, and black too. It's bother. For not being evil. She's not the only one.
No, she doesn't.
Don't contradict your betters.
That shouldn't be difficult because nobody in the show is my better.
Show this lady some respect.
I'm not showing the lady any disrespect. I'm showing her crappy writers the disrespect.
Now that's just rude.
They deserve it. I don't care.
I'm going to phone you on Twitter for that. What the bleep?
Yeah. Well, that's the funny thing. Moraine said to woman to die. That was her plan. That is not moral.
And I assume that's not in the books.
Oh no, that is not. Moraine never does anything morally dubious in the books, other than withhold information from those who don't need it to be given to them.
In that case, they made her a great character, so it's good.
A very poorly written gray character.
But if it's gray, it's automatically brilliant.
No, just easier to screw up.
Oh, more weird CGI. Cool.
The funny thing is, she kind of looks like one of the ladies, at least in terms of her hair, as one of the animated characters in Anastasia, which is kind of funny.
Anastasia?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's an old animated TV show, or old animated movie that Don Bluth made to try and compete with Disney. Did not succeed at all, but he tried.
Well, maybe we'll watch it sometime and see if it's any good or not.
It's okay. It's nothing special.
You don't say.
Yeah, because Randolph Simp loosed a psychopath on the city.
Well, it seems in general like 9/10 of the people in the city are psychopaths. If this is the same city, I don't know. I don't even know if they're in the same city or not. I have no idea. I mean, everyone looks pretty much alike, doesn't it? Oh, those things are kind of cool, but they're gone now. Ah, CGI. Okay, that looks cool, but no, we're back to CGI again. For half a moment, it looked cool. Bother. I don't know why that's funny. I don't know why those things are funny.
Because he has a stupid face.
No, I wasn't laughing at that. I was laughing at the CGI thing.
Yeah, that CGI is actually kind of weird.
Not even a Forsaken could do that place.
You misspelled Forsaken. There's only one E in it.
Really? Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. What do you mean? No, Fors. No E after the R.
I don't know what.
Yeah. You're thinking of something, but I'm not thinking about that. But I'm just saying. I'm just remarking that yes.
That is not how it's spelled, even in the book.
What in the book is spelled like that?
No, they made a mistake.
Is it? They don't really spell like that in the books, do they?
No, they didn't spell it like that in the books ever.
Thank God.
The subtitles are somebody made a mistake with the subtitles because they didn't know how to spell the word Forsaken.
God help us.
Oh, the incompetence of the show is astounding. Like reusing shots very close afterward, and then re-editing them after the fact because they noticed it was bad. Oh, that's so funny.
That's
Freaking hilarious.
the Forsaken.
Yeah, like the foreskin.
No comment. No comment. No comment. Now you're gonna set the people in the chat off too.
No, I won't.
Yeah, they're gonna be all about that.
Forsaken.
Oh, thank God, they're not saying anything at the moment. Now they're spelling it correctly. He's tied off, not he's tired of, not tied off.
Also, actually, there is evidence in the books that a Forsaken could feasibly still three sisters at the same time. So that's really stupid.
Yeah. Oh, it's orange now, the weird stuff. So it's orange and black. It's not white anymore. The weird CGI stuff. But there's still lots of blue. Well, blue and black. They kind of overdid the filth on this. Did he just give her powers back?
Yep, he did.
Okay, good. Good.
Yeah, we had a massive plot cul-de-sac that meant nothing.
Well,
just because they wanted to pull an Ilaria Sand.
Well, they wanted to take a break. She wanted to take a break from having powers.
No, it's because it's Ilaria Sand. and syndrome all over again.
Valeria Sand, insane, jealous lady with exotic accent.
We reconceived the role to make it worthy of the actor's talent.
Ah,
Same principle, different show.
which is kind of a rude thing to say to Indira Varn, really, or about her. There was some light for a moment there. It's gone. Oh, there it is. I say. Bother.
That, and you made her into a complete tyrant. Great.
Bother.
This is why you should not have done that. Wow.
No pressure, though. Uh-oh, not her.
The Nutters lady.
One of them, yes. Oh, more light. Oh, it's gone. And it's still blue.
That is not how it works. No. That is not how Lan and Moraine would see a Forsaken. They would try to kill her. This is stupid. Lan's whole kingdom died because of the shadow. This is so ridiculous. I hate it. So dumb. So stupid. Why are you like this? Why are you totally insane? Oh, great. Emotional manipulation through editing from this episode. I'm so touched and not angry as fetch. Lan would never go anywhere with a Forsaken. This is dumb. Even in the show, that's his story. I hate this. I hate this so much.
I
This
love
is
it.
my extraction. No, you don't. You barely invested.
How do you know? Maybe I'm just being modest about it. Oh, she's a co-executive producer now.
Yeah, I think that she was a co-executive producer beforehand, but that just means that she has more executive power, and I can blame her for this.
Oh, bother. Too bad.
I can't can't stand this. This is so stupid.
So 10 out of 10?
2. This is about the same level of character assassination as the Bells.
Oh, that bad. Oh, that is pretty bad.
Because Swan Sanche is a good person who is just blunt. She would never force anybody to do anything. She would never do something like this. This is something that Elida, another Amerlin, would in the books would do.
Well, it's easy to get all these characters confused. They're just a lot. There are a lot of characters, so maybe they just got them confused.
Either that, or they're so incompetent that they don't understand the differences between characters.
Well, I mean, one character is pretty much like another, and kind of, sort of.
I guess. Okay, who's who? Okay, so who would you in the in A Song of Ice and Fire? Who are the characters that you would describe as moral?
Joffrey.
Pragmatists.
Joffrey. I was tempted to say Ramsay, but I figured that would be carrying it too far. So moral pragmatists.
Yeah, somebody who's a very good strategist, but they have an eye to the future. Future, and just say, like, we need to.
That's a good question. Stannis?
Yes, but even more moral and unwilling to do things.
Didn't realize I was going to get a trick question. Bother. Let's see.
So.
Ned? No, Ned's not that.
Well, kind of Davos. Imagine if they took Davos or Stannis and turned him or her into a more egomaniac version of Tywin Lannister.
You might be able to do that with Stannis. It'd be a stretch, but you could do it. With Davos, that would just be nutters.
Yeah. So that's the major problem with this, is that that's what they've done to Swan Sanche. And also with Rand, he would never ask Lanfear for help.
Because she's obviously evil.
And she wouldn't enable her to commit mass murder.
Well, you know what they say about omelets and eggs, right?
Uh-huh.
Mind you, I hate omelets and eggs, so... Let's see what's happening in the chat meanwhile. So, in my case, it's hard for me to be sure how to rank things because in Game of Thrones, like something like the Bells, you've got it's horrible on the one hand, but then you're also sort of engaged because of extra things not to do with directly with the story, like music and acting and stuff like that. Seriously. Whereas with this, the horrible stuff isn't to me as horrible, but then I'm also not as engaged either. So I'm not sure how I would rank this compared to the bells or whatever as a non-book reader. I guess I would just average this out to a 5 or something, or a 4 or 5 or something. Or maybe I just rank it a meh. Although with this episode, at least I knew what was going on most of the time, so hey. What the? Oh. Oh, I was just talking to him and he vanished. Oh, that's interesting. I have to carry this somehow. You disappeared for a moment there?
I did, yes. I don't know why my internet decided to kill itself.
I don't know. I guess maybe the internet really hates the show. But I think that's a little excessive. Yeah, I was just nattering on about how I wasn't sure how to rank this show and how I ranked things in Game of Thrones. I would be weighing things like music and acting and all this other stuff and whether I was engaged. So things would get a higher grade than they would get based just on the story. I'm not sure I can do that with this because I'm not as engaged. So it sort of adds up, averages out to the same thing. So I gave the bells a 5. I guess I gave this a 5 too. I don't know. 4 or 5. I don't know. So that's what I was nattering on about before when you were vanished. Hello?
Yeah, I'm just trying to process this episode. I hate it. I hate this so much. I just don't understand why people are creaming their jeans over this show. It doesn't make any sense to me because it's so boring.
Well, I don't think anybody in my feed is.
Well, there are some show fans that really, really love this, and I'm just like, what's wrong with you?
Well, at least they're having a riot, I guess.
Or their standards are about the same as the TLJ fans.
Yeah, TLJ was brilliant. He said convincingly.
Yes, as convincingly as Littlefinger trying to explain the benefits of love.
Who? What? Who? What?
Littlefinger.
Oh God! You're not talking about that one, are you? No, you're not talking about the episode of the sexploitation episode, are you?
No, just because Littlefinger is a psychopath, he doesn't understand and the concept of love.
Well, love's overrated anyway, so whatever.
It is fun though.
Looks like everyone died in the chat 45 minutes ago.
Yeah, we haven't gotten anything. All right. Well, I'm not excited for the season finale. I would honestly like to stop watching this show, but The problem is I see way too much positive, but way too much positive buzz. What's even like 30% positive buzz is way too much, way more than the show frickin' deserves.
So basically, you're going to go on watching it out of a sense of duty.
Yeah, because I just want to say, like, no, this is terrible. This makes no sense. This is poorly written, poorly acted, poorly done, and in general.
Well, that's commendable of you.
Sorry, go for it.
And when you're done, we can do the Voyager. What am I talking about? Oathbringer live stream.
Yeah, sorry, go for it.
Unless Rings of Hoo-Ha starts up at that point.
No, Rings of Power is not going to come out till next year, since that's been, as far as I'm aware, that was delayed by the writer's strike.
Oh, okay, good.
And I think it's going to be even worse than the last season, or maybe it will be better because they had AI rather than a pair of completely mentally deficient monkeys writing it.
Yeah. Oh, that's another thing that Daniel Green said. Somebody said that there are like going to be. Someone said there are going to be 5 more seasons of it, and that's in the contract, and that they have to have 5 seasons of it. That it's in the contract. Is that right?
That does sound. They can always renege.
Oh well, maybe they will. I will say this: Rings of Power looks a lot better.
It does. The problem is, though, Rings of Power was from a just viewership perspective tanked in its later episodes. I think it was less than 50% finished watching it.
I think, if I remember correctly, the number I have in my head is 37%.
Yeah, that is a pretty objective failure, I would say. Would you agree?
Well, I mean, it depends on how you do mathematics. We mustn't try to impose our reality on other people. So if somebody says that 37% is the majority, then who am I to say that it isn't?
Math doesn't care about your feelings.
That's very insensitive.
No, it doesn't.
You really need to get out of this habit of contradicting your betters.
I see an equal, not a better.
Oh, now you're really in trouble.
Well, if I'm a narcissist and a smuglord, isn't me raising you up to my level the most sincere compliment I could ever give?
Okay, that's just blasphemy now. Pardon me, I'm doing stretches and stuff at the same time. That's probably audible.
Oh, I was thinking you were clapping in recognition of my amusing joke.
No, sorry, it was totally, what's the word I'm looking for? Coincidental. Sorry about that.
Incidental or tangential?
Coincidental.
Alrighty. Alright. Well, we would call it good. I think we'll call it good for this afternoon, evening, whichever, depending on what time of day it is.
Morning.
All right, so let's call it good on this clip. I think
I would rather have my testicles shaved by a blind 90-year-old monk with Parkinson's. It'd be a safer bet than going to see this fucking movie.